Yo, what's up guys? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. And if you can't tell by the sound of my voice already, I am, and of course by the title of this video, I am not getting Infinite Warfare, and I am going to explain in detail exactly as to why. And this channel has always been, a little bit more optimistic and, obviously less about anything slightly dramatic. But I wanted to make this video because those of you that have been watching me, you guys know that I post mostly Call of Duty. And I gladly do it because I play the game and I enjoy the game. But from the looks of it, with Infinite Warfare, I am definitely not going to enjoy the game, and I am going to end up being more frustrated with the game, so therefore I am not going to play it. And even from a YouTube standpoint or streaming standpoint, there are people out there that are already saying that the game is already boring to watch and they don't really enjoy watching it. But I'm going to go into detail as of why I'm not going to get this game, and it's basically two things that basically killed it for me. And I'm going to explain what those two things are. And believe it or not, it's not because I prefer Treyarch to Infinity Ward or anything. It's not because of the rigs. It's not because of the traits that the rigs have. It's not because of the weapons or the weapon variants. It's not because of the fact that more than half of the kill streaks in the game don't appear to do much of anything. No. It is two things that I haven't even mentioned yet that basically amplify every single problem for Infinite Warfare. And problem number one is the crazy amount of aim assist that the game has. They have increased the amount of aim assist, and it basically makes noobs aim like gods. And if you're a good player at Call of Duty, you already have that ability by default, because you've put in your time, you've put in your practice, and you've learned how to aim better. There's no two ways around it. You got to put in your time and effort to get better at aiming. That's just simply the way it works. And basically the game does that for you in this one. And for good players, it doesn't do much for us because we already have that ability. So, but if you're not a good player and you're extremely average, it already makes you aim like somebody like, let's say, like me. If not like me, then pretty damn close. And I really can't say that I support that very much. And I don't think it should be increased to that capacity either. And it seems like every recent Call of Duty has been guilty of slowly increasing the aim assist even more and more. But with Infinite Warfare, there's a second problem that kind of attaches itself to problem number one, and that is the really low time to kill. And you'll see in this gameplay here, there's going to be one instance to where somebody is, I don't know that they're there, they're going to be to my left, and they're aiming and they're shooting at me. I take a few bullets, but I'm able to react and I'm able to take them down because my aim and my strafing has allowed me to win that gunfight, because I have superior aim and I was able to react to the situation and adapt to the situation at hand. And in Infinite Warfare, there is basically none of that, because you're killing people so fast that it's pretty much like hardcore. And this is also going to basically make people camp more, because you can die so easily and because of the increased aim assist. So there's going to be that problem. And the decreased time to kill basically takes away the gunfight aspect. And that's one of the things that makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. Now, some of you guys that might be a little bit newer to this series, or if you come from a different type of game that you play or whatnot, I mean, it almost seems like Call of Duty does not have a gunfight factor, but trust me when I tell you, it does. And it's just a lot faster. But with Infinite Warfare, it happens so fast that there really is no gunfight factor. I mean, it's as simple as that. If you take a bullet, you're pretty much dead. There's no way to react unless you're absolutely lucky. So it's made the game a lot more random at the same time, eliminating skill and, basically closing the skill gap instead of, you know, there being a widened skill gap, you know, because I'm a true believer that, you know, the better players should always have the advantage simply because of the fact that they've done it and they know how to do it, in comparison to the new player that doesn't have as much game knowledge and hasn't spent as much time in the game to, you know, perfect their aim, so to speak, and improve upon it. And, you know, when the game does that for you, it's not really something I can support, at least not to this extent. I would say that if the time to kill was increased so that way there's more of a gunfight factor, that it might make a difference for me. But I can understand, see right there, that's what I was talking about. I took a few bullets before I was able to even fire back at them, and because of my strafing and because of my superior aim, I was able to take that guy out. So basically with Infinite Warfare, when it comes down to everything, it's all gonna vary on position, and a lot of people are gonna camp, and it's really hard to counter that when there's no when there's basically, when the time to kill is so fast to where you can't even react, and it seems like one bullet kills you. So those things right there really killed it for me. And as much as I hate to say it, and, you know, I'm tempted just like everybody else because I love Call of Duty. You know, whenever a new Call of Duty comes out, even if you know it's gonna suck, sometimes you can't help to just pick that thing up. But the thing is, I'm not going to this time. And I even made this video now in order to help myself, you know, in order to keep myself from doing that, because, you know, sometimes, you know, because I'm a gamer, and, you know, sometimes I can be a sucker like everybody else. But the thing is, you know, with logic and with everything that I've seen so far, and I've even compared footage to COD XP, and it's, you know, it's different. It's, aim assist has definitely been increased, and, you know, I've been watching streams and everything, and you know, you guys can see for yourself. And for those of you guys that have already played, because I'm on Xbox One, I haven't played it yet. For those of you guys that have already played, you guys should have a good idea of what I'm talking about. Now, if you're new to the series, I'm sure this caters to you guys, and, you know, and I'm sure you're all for it, and that's cool and everything for you guys, but not really something that I can support. So, and I mean that in the most respectful way possible, obviously. So, and I wanted to make this video also because, I mean, I just don't like to play games that I get frustrated by. I play video games to escape frustration, to be honest. So when you add up everything that I've mentioned in the video so far, even the minor things or the secondary problems, so to speak, and you combine them with these two things that I've basically mentioned in the video, with the increased aim assist and the decreased time to kill, it's going to add up to be more frustrating to play the game than it is fun. So therefore, quite frankly, why would I spend $80 on a game that is just going to frustrate me instead of helping to relieve my stress and just escape the daily pressures of life, so to speak? So those are basically all the reasons of why I am not going to get Infinite Warfare. And I'm probably not even going to play the beta either, unless somebody just wants to give me a beta code. I haven't even pre-ordered the game. And usually I pre-order COD way before it even comes out because I like COD. It's what I play. But thankfully, though, Black Ops 3 was good. I still haven't reached level 1000 yet. There's backwards compatibility with Black Ops 1. Black Ops 2 is now on the top of the backwards compatibility list, and you can bet your asses when that game is backwards compatible on Xbox One that I will be all over it. And obviously there's a previous Call of Duty games. So there's plenty of COD to be had, and there's going to be more COD on the channel, obviously. Just not Infinite Warfare. Now, if Modern Warfare Remastered gets released in the future separately, and as long as it doesn't have the same two problems that I just mentioned in this video, then I'll pick that one up, and it'll definitely be featured on the channel. But until then, it's basically going to be Titanfall 2, which they've announced some really good news. They've announced free-for-all for pilots, which is pretty badass. But it's going to be Titanfall 2 and a lot of the older Call of Duty games. And also from a YouTube perspective, a lot of people are already saying that they are bored as hell watching the game for Infinite Warfare. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I'm sorry I didn't mean for this to be like a dramatic kind of video, but I wanted to get it out there so that way you guys would know why in the world Infinite Warfare is not on this channel. So if you like this video, let me know, and if you don't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.